Wembley Stadium, where we've just had the conclusion of the Community Shield. If you missed it, it was Palace that won on penalties, and the manager here, Oliver Glasner, joins us now. Yet another incredible moment for you and your team. You're getting very used to this, aren't you, winning at Wembley?
Oh yes, I like it. So, but big credit to the players for this game today. And it's the first situation we are 1-0 down, and then coming back, then we get a very unlucky second goal. Conceded very unlucky second goal. We came back, and then beside the game on penalties. So really big performance. I think we were almost on the same level than Liverpool, or on the same level, and decided this game. So I'm really proud of the team, how they played today.
Can I ask a question, Joe?
Yeah, I think obviously I know you very well now, but you always instill that belief that we can go and score and create chances. As long as we stay compact and stick to our jobs defensively, and as a team and as a unit, we can always create chances. And that was evident today with so many opportunities.
Yes, you know, we are analyzing. We know what we can do, how we can create our situations, and we have this confidence. And this is not, you know, you can't press a button. So this develops over months and maybe now 18 months. And with the success last year, the players are really believing it. And I told them before, I think that we are able to score at least, and it's okay. Can we keep Liverpool down on 1 or 2? Then we have the chance to win it because, of course, they are so good in their attack, and the players did excellent.
Yeah, and I think
something else.
Yeah, obviously in the second half, I think Liverpool kind of their midfielders dropped in almost to the back line, and we're trying to pick up the runs from, you know, Ismaila or Ebbs or someone like that, and obviously McAllister found himself in a difficult position. But isn't that you thought that we could build momentum on from there?
Oh yes, absolutely. So I think the first 10 minutes straight after the halftime, where Liverpool was better, and then when this is for us, we know because when the 2 sixes of them drop into the back line against our 5, that means we have in the build-up with Dean Henderson a 6 against 4. Then we want to pass the ball, and as soon as they go man-to-man, we want to go quick in behind. And players took really good decisions today. We never lost the compactness in the rest defense because we knew Salah, Frimpong, Ekitike, Beard, all their pace is difficult to defend. So the players did an excellent job today.
Oliver, you've got European football coming up, of course. We'll know tomorrow whether it's the Europa, and let's hope it is the Europa League for Crystal Palace. Are you happy with the... Would you like to bring in some more bodies? Because you know, once European football comes around, it becomes relentless, this Thursday, Sunday schedule.
Well, first of all, I'm very happy with the squad because they won the trophy. But I don't want to complain about the plenty of games because I see it as a reward. You know, it's easy. Lose the FA Cup final, then we don't talk about European football. But we want to win something. We want to play European football, and we will be ready for it. But of course, it's just also always if somebody needs a break. So, for example, Daichi Kamada injured today. Maybe we will. I'm pretty sure we will find the right ones. We're looking for really clear profiles, for great characters. We could see this togetherness, the spirit in the group, and I'm really sure we will find the right
What
ones.
did you say to your players at half-time? They seem to have a lot more energy than Liverpool in the second half.
Yes, keep calm. I said, I'm really proud how you played even in the first half. So it was 5-4 shots, unlucky with the second goal. Because Liverpool had a little bit more possession. But we said, okay, stick to our plan. We know we will get our chances. We know we will get set plays where we can score goals. And even when we missed a few chances, because Eberechi had a big chance before and a great save from Alisson. And then we waited for the next moment. And then we always know that we can create chances. And then it's okay, do we score from it? Then we can win the games if we don't.
Oliver, I've watched so many of your players come over and try and get Joel to leave his position here and go and celebrate with the professional Joel Ward. He's decided to finish off the job with us first. You said earlier on, like it's not necessarily that you can't replace a player like Joel Ward like for like, but how much will you miss him?
Yeah, we miss him of course a lot. How many years have you played for Palace? More than 300 games in the Premier League. You know, it's the personality. It's not just the player. And I'm always talking about the human first. It's the job is being a football player, but we always want to have good people, great characters in the dressing room. And Wardy was one for many years, is still one, and so of course this is where you have to find replacements. This also doesn't happen from the first, happens on the first or second day. This is also part of football, you know. It's players come as young players. Justin Devaney, you know, really took the decisive penalty and scored. He's young, and then it's just how football and life is going. You know, then there's a moment maybe you come a little bit or whatever, and then youngers coming up. That's life of football. But again, Wharton is always welcome. He knows this. He also trained with us in the preseason a few sessions, so it's all good.
You just mentioned the decisive penalty. Before we let you go, just want your thoughts on Justin Devaney to go up and to take that penalty under so much pressure at 21 years of age is very impressive.
Yes, I like it. You know, it was clear that Mateta, Eze and Saar will take the penalty. I knew that Borna Souza is a great taker, even if he missed it. And then Justin came, I take it. I take the last one. And when a player is that convinced, I say, okay, because there were one or two that I also could take one. I said, no. Justin, when the player says to me, I take the fifth one, he takes. And it was similar when we won the Europa League with Frankfurt. And that time it was Rafa Borré. He said, I take the fifth one, and we win it. And it was the same. And having this confidence, having this determination, and then go and do it. And this is really what we are looking for. And Justin is such a great guy, and he will have many minutes for us.
Yeah. Well, your faith in him has paid off dividends. Thank you so much, Oliver. Congratulations. Another trophy at Wembley. Enjoy the rest of your season.
Thank you.
The beginning of it. Thank you so much. Good luck in the transfer market too. See you later. Oliver Glasner going to join his players on the pitch, hopefully for a few celebrations. And we're going to be back in a few moments too with more reaction from Wembley Stadium as Crystal Palace take up a piece of silverware at Wembley. Dean Henderson played a massive part in that. Heroics in a penalty shootout. What a team performance though. Brilliant all round. And this fan base, let me tell you, they absolutely loved it and they're not going anywhere. Still very full in Wembley of Palace fans. We'll be back in a few moments. Lego Maka, mixed feelings from the boss there, as he said. What are your thoughts on that reaction?
Well, I think everything he said, the fans will realise, because they did concede 4 against Milan and they did concede another couple. They've conceded a couple more today. I think there's extenuating circumstances. 2 new fullbacks, as I mentioned earlier on. They have got Conor Bradley and they have got Andy Robertson as well. So it'll be interesting to see what he goes back to come Friday against Bournemouth, because that is the start of the new season. I think beforehand, when he joined us earlier on, he mentioned, yes, the new players, but more have actually left, as in numbers-wise, have actually gone out of the door. So I don't know whether that's a little barb message to the people above him to say, yeah, we've got great new signings, but we could do with a bit more experience, a few more bodies in just in case. And I think that's what will happen. I think Liverpool will bring in a centre-back and possibly somebody else. So maybe a result like this just puts everybody back down to, you know, on the floor and say, look, this is going to be hard. We have got new players who need to adapt, who need to settle in, who need to know what to do. But they need to brush up defensively. I think the two goals today, not taken away if anything from Palace. If you're talking about Liverpool's defensive issues, they were defensive mistakes. Virgil with the penalty, of course, and then Virgil steps out uncharacteristically for the second goal. So there are things to work on, and they will get better the more they get used to each other, playing off sides and stepping out and stepping forward, because they are new players into a new system, as I said. So all's not lost, but there are causes for concern. They are a little bit vulnerable defensively.
Yeah. We'll show you those errors in just a second, but why don't we start with the first goal, because this is what Arne Slot was pleased with. Team goal for 1-0 and Ekitike. Joel.
Yeah, you can see here, obviously, Maka touched on it with his first touch. And as a defender here, it's so difficult to come up and get pressure, but he's found the gap, and obviously Dean sees it late, but it shows great signs and his signs of intent to go and get in between the sticks and create chances and get shots away as well. Somebody who's not afraid to pull the trigger, and when you pull the trigger, then you get the rewards.
Yeah, I think he was very bright, actually. Hugo Ekitike, sorry. I'm like Koisti Ekiteke, but yeah, I thought he was very bright, and the Liverpool's tempo dropped when he left the field. So I think the fact that he was a later signing compared with the other ones, I thought bright spark. But I've got no concerns about Florian Wirtz and him. I've got no concerns whatsoever. I've seen enough of them in Europe to know that they'll thrive here. It's at other places around the pitch that you'll start to worry. At
that point, that was about 4 minutes in, there was a bit of concern that, wow, are Liverpool just going to run away with this and bulldoze Palace? And then they get that little opening of that foul by Virgil van Dijk, get that penalty and that bit of luck they needed.
Yeah, absolutely. You see here as he's breaking forward, obviously JP tries to go round, but, you know, I think something that's great here is T pulls it back and Ismaila Sarr drives inside, and as I said, it only takes one moment, and obviously Virgil stepped out, and Ismaila, being as quick as he is, he can just get that toe to the ball, and obviously he gets a penalty, and JP take cares of the rest.
Yeah, and I think you see there, it was Kirkes playing everybody on sides, everybody stepping forward, and one of the left back is stepping backwards, and I think that gave the opportunity for Palace, and Palace exploited it. A lot of the time they were flipping balls into that area. Certainly Wharton in the second half tried that ball over the top, almost blind, because Liverpool stepping out and not going at them. They weren't in a straight line, and as I said, that will improve, but Crystal Palace exploited them today.
Yeah. Jeremy Frimpong's goal was interesting. It won't worry him, though. It's a goal.
I think you're being kind. Interesting is kind.
What did you think, John?
I'd certainly take it. I'd be claiming it all day long if I found myself in that position. But, yeah, I mean, obviously, he goes down the line, and I think he just obviously looks to dink it to the back post for someone to come on. But, you know, there's... well, I wouldn't say there's no pictures on the scorecards, but there is in this occasion, and... it finds itself nestled in the back of the net, and he'd take it, absolutely. And obviously Liverpool puts them in a great place to go 2-1 up.
Frimpong and certainly Liverpool will be fun to watch this season.
Yes, yes, I think they will. Liverpool are certainly going to be entertaining this year, aren't they? They're going to score goals. And the way they attack, and they attack with numbers, and the full-backs get forward, they will concede chances. Thankfully, they've got an incredible goalkeeper who keeps a lot of them out. But they will concede goals, so they're going to be a fantastic watch this year.
Speaking of which, Adam Wharton just caused a lot of problems for Liverpool today. Very progressive his passes, and something when you were watching. Yeah,
absolutely. Listen, he's wise beyond his years, Adam, and the way in which he understands the game. He makes it look easy, and he's always looking to threaten that line. And, you know, Liverpool... defensively, they want to shut down the space. They want to come up and be tight to deny you that space. But, you know, in doing that, it opens up space in behind. And Adam's someone who can find that and exploit those areas. And you see here as he just picks up a great position. And it's a forward pass here from Chris. He turns, and his first thought is to play forward. And obviously, Virgil steps out, and there's a little bit of probably miscommunication. But you know, Adam's quick enough to see it, and he's bright enough to see it, and he sees things that other players don't.
It was a lovely pass, wasn't it? It was a lovely pass. His first thought is when the ball... What I really like about midfield is when your first thought is to turn when the ball is coming to you. He's not being negative. He's not facing where the ball comes from and having one step back to be secure. He's literally opening his body up straight away. And the fact the ball round the corner, I thought it was lovely play from him. And he deserved Sarr to score, if that makes sense, because we can focus on his play in general, which I thought was excellent.
He'll be pleased as well, because Thomas Tuchel, the England manager, was here watching on as well. Has he got to be in the England squad for you, Joel?
For me, he's certainly someone who can add a lot to the England squad. Like I said, there is his maturity for his age and his belief in himself to go and play passes. And he won't just try one or two. You know, even if it doesn't quite come off, he'll go again and he'll go again and he'll go again. And it's remarkable, like his belief in himself to go and do that. I think. He wants to be a part of the game. He will grab a game by the scruff of its neck, and someone at that age in centre midfield, you need someone, and he's a leader as well, and he's such an intelligent lad on the ball.
Should Palace have had a penalty that wasn't picked up on necessarily? This one with McAllister handball?
No.
Listen, my thing here is obviously, I mentioned before about potentially going into a back five, and the sixes here dropping in behind, and I think for me, I would prefer my centre-half to be doing that job, and for myself, I would prefer to be in that position. Not that Anthony Quays can't.
Do you think it's a penalty as a defender? As
you know what? He's
player?
obviously. It's hard because he's looking at the ball and his arms up in a natural position because you do jump, but you know, I just think it's denied a goal-scoring opportunity. That's
I think it was a penalty. Come on. I think it's hard because he's coming back down. His arms have to go somewhere. I mean, it drives me mad, this new everybody talking about every handball, but
it creates talking points. I don't know. It keeps us on there for a little bit longer.
It certainly creates talking points, mate. Don't.
Let's have another moment for this one as well, the Devenisi moment for this 21-year-old lad. It was a great penalty as well, Joe, wasn't it?
Yeah, and obviously, I mean, you look at that, the confidence and the strike behind the ball. It always nerves me when players walk up and they take a nice little lazy shot and just... But, you know, just in there, fair play to him. The gaffer touched on it. He put his hand up and said, yeah, give me the fifth penalty. And you need that sort of confidence, and you want that sort of confidence from your players. And, you know, he's come into the squad. He's been someone who's come on over the last couple of years, and he's really just hit the ground running. He's given everything. He's a great lad, first and foremost. His attitude
it was
is
a
spot
fantastic moment for him. You can't, a 20-year-old who steps onto the pitch in injury time of the game, has a chance, pulls it wide, but then has the mental aptitude to say, yeah, 1, 2, 3's done, I'll have 5. As a 21-year-old, it's outstanding, isn't it? And you're right, it was by far the best penalty out of all. Because some of them were cool, some of them were poor, but that was the one smashed right into the top of the net.
It might have surprised us, but someone saw it coming. Have a little listen to Mateta here afterwards.
I told him before.
Told me.
I told him before.
Let's go.
And we're gonna win because of him.
That's amazing.
Mystic Mateta, that's what we'll call him there. He just seems like a great character as well to have around.
He's a big character, and he's grown over the years that he's been at the club, and I think that's obviously comes with the confidence, and he's obviously backing it up as well with the goals that he's been scoring and the last couple of seasons that he's had. But he's a big character for us, and he's certainly one to watch because he's obviously leading goal scorer in a lot of competitions and doing it in the Premier League week in, week out.
Just need to wrap up as well, in case you missed it earlier on. We were talking about the CAS ruling tomorrow. Crystal Palace obviously have gone back and said, look, we want another look at this. We want to challenge this ruling, this decision. CAS get to say tomorrow whether or not they'll be in the Europa League or the Europa Conference League. So they wait to find out, and we wait to find out as well, of course. It's a strange position to be in, but you said earlier on, it doesn't really matter which one. What do you think?
Yeah, we don't know the ins and outs of what the appeal was, but they've done the hard part. The players have been out on the pitch, have worked all year, have won the FA Cup, they deserve the Europa League. The fact that it's some administration problem by one of the owners, not all of them, it'll be sad if the players are cast out of the Europa League competition. It really will be. And
we were talking earlier on as well, it might have been you, Joel, that was saying that it doesn't matter which one it is, that you prepare the same way.
Yeah, they will. I mean, obviously it's not ideal, and hopefully they make the right decision for the players, but also for the fans. That's the biggest thing. Obviously, the fans want to go on that European journey and be in the competition that they deservedly to be in.
One has more kudos than the other, doesn't it? Let's be honest. You want to be in the stronger competition because they deserve it.
Yeah, and that's what you're playing for.
Yes.
And hopefully, like I said, they make the right decision.
Yeah, let's hope. Yeah, let's hope.
All right, guys. Brilliant to have your company here today. Joel, thank you so much as well.
Drama, debut goals, and a penalty shootout thriller. Crystal Palace have stunned Liverpool to lift the Community Shield. It was the perfect start for Liverpool's new boy Hugo Ekitike. Just 4 minutes in, he turned brilliantly and curled into the far corner for a dream debut goal. But Palace hit back in the 17th minute when Jean-Philippe Mateta calmly slotted home from the penalty spot. Just 4 minutes later, it was déjà vu for Liverpool fans. Another debut, another goal. This time Jeremy Frimpong's looping effort from the byline somehow spun over Dean Henderson and in for 2-1. The game looked like Liverpool's, but Palace fought back. In the 77th minute, Ismaila Sarr broke free and bent a superb finish past Alisson to make it 2-2, sending the game to penalties. From there, the tension was unbearable. Mateta scored again, Henderson saved from McAllister, and Alisson denied Eberechi Ez. Szoboszlai and Gakpo kept Liverpool in it, but Henderson's stop from Harvey Elliott set the stage. Substitute Justin Devaney stepped up and buried it. Crystal Palace are Community Shield champions. What a statement from Oliver Glasner's side. Debut goals, a comeback, and big penalty heroics. Liverpool showed flashes with their new signings, but Palace leave Wembley with the silverware. Who impressed you most, Ekitike, Frimpong, or Palace's penalty king Henderson? Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to Sport Lab for more matchday drama.